Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech protected.
Go. Good morning, Bellows Falls, and welcome to the feed. Here we are on April 22nd. It's Earth Day. I hope you guys remembered that because it's snowing here. We have snow, at least at my house, it was snowing. And then we have daffodils out and the sprouts are up. So it's a perfect Vermont spring day. It's going to be snowing in the morning, 60 in the afternoon, and maybe rain.
A thunderstorm tonight.
And a thunderstorm tonight. Yeah, there were thunderstorms last night. It was really amazing. Anyway, here we are with Marty. Hi, Marty.
Hi.
And we have Marsha Austin and Jeff are with us today. They're going to be talking with us a little bit later about what it's like to open or to acquire a business or recently open a business with the COVID-19 virus, then shutting you down a week later. So I'm looking forward to that. But first, we're going to have Marty talk to us about just to give us an update of what's going on with the Rockingham Help and Helpers and whatever else is going on in town right now.
Okay, Rockingham Help and Helpers is each week they're getting a little bit more organized, a little bit more efficient at what they're doing. There is still plenty of need, and the need is growing. The more that they reach out, the more that the word gets out, the more people that are contacting them with need. So there's obviously need for food to be donated. The donation location is the Waypoint Center, and they're taking food drop-offs Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So for an hour in the morning, they're taking food drop-offs. And basically how it's working with the food is the food that you're dropping off is filling in the gaps for food that our place doesn't have. Our place is the first line of defense. Rockingham Help and Helpers are not looking to replace our place. They're looking to support our place with filling in the gaps for food. There's also an opportunity if you don't want to drop off food, if you don't want to, go in and, get out of your car or whatever and drop food off at the door, you can donate money because they do need to supplement and buy some of the things that maybe they don't have. And there's also some very special needs that they're filling in the gaps on. They were telling me that the other day, there's a family in need that had a pet that had a very specific dietary recommendation. So it couldn't eat the regularly donated dog food. So they used some of the money they were able to purchase the special food that dog needed and help that family out. So those are the type of things that monetary donations can help with. So if you go to the Rockingham Library website, you will find a page on the front that says Rockingham Help and Helpers. You click on it, it shoots you to their page. You can donate. You can look at the food list of things that they're recommending for donations of food. You can sign up and take the survey if you want to be a helper, or you can sign up and take the survey if you need to be helped. They're still working on the mapping, being able to map neighborhoods and connect people in neighborhoods that are volunteers to people in neighborhoods that need the help to make it the most efficient. So Rockingham Help and Helpers is still in need of volunteers and still in need of help with maybe reaching out to people that are falling through the gaps, that don't have access to a computer and can't fill out the survey. They can call in and fill out the survey, or you could call in for them, or you could reach out if you have a computer to Rockingham Help and Helpers and let them know about your neighbor that maybe you think might need some food delivery or something, but just not letting people fall through the gaps. And then good news is the farmers markets are going to be opening May 1st. So I will update you on the details of that, but farmers markets are allowed to open as of May 1st. So yay.
Do you know how they're going to do that? Are they going to
I didn't have on the email that I got. The email that I got didn't have information on that. And I didn't realize it until this morning. So I thought I would reach out to them and find out. And maybe we can get Janice Leary Jones on soon to talk
that would
about
be a good, she'd be really good.
She can give us the lowdown. Yeah, so I'll try to follow through on that. But in the meantime, we have a big discussion today about how fun it is to buy a business and then have a pandemic hit.
Which
Isn't that what you both were thinking?
Yeah. How are you, Marcia?
Good. I'm doing
Yeah.
great.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Do we want to show the clip first, or do we want to talk a little bit first? We sort of figured this out as we go along. I think we should show the clip first. What do you think?
Yeah, see, we show the clip. I think it's a pretty short clip, isn't it?
Yeah. So Alex, can you help us and send us the clip? And
Hi there, I'm here down at Halladay's down at the square in Bellas Falls, and I just wanted to do a walkthrough to kind of give you a virtual tour of what we have available in the shop. And I can be your virtual shopping assistant. If you wanted to give me a call or email, private message me on Facebook, and I can go over some things with you, or I could do a little private walkthrough. So I'm just going to show you some Easter things that we do have available here. We do have some bunnies. A lot of these things are already on our website. Then over here, we do have our whole body line of lotions and soaps, Naked Bee products. We have Grace and Miss Mouse soaps. They're made locally here. Australian soaps. And then we have our whole natural beeline products available as well. Then we also have our scarves that are available. We have a lot of pretty spring scarves here that have been in the window. We have our air plants and little containers. And of course our funny socks that we have, our women's socks and vinrellas that we just got in that you can just take the umbrella and put it into your purse when it's wet. With the men's socks. Then we have more scarves over here. And we just got a whole new line of candles in from Park Hill. They have beautiful scents. And they come in these really cool ceramic containers, very vintage looking. And these ones from Broken Top Candles, they're called, for the company. And they have amazing smells as well. So that's just a quick little view of what we have in the shop here, and I'm happy to go over anything with you if you see something, and I can show you it further. Thanks.
So first thing, Marcia, I want to give a huge shout out because I know that in the past that video production was not your favorite thing.
Nope.
But I think you've done a great job adapting and doing what you needed to do. And I think those videos are helpful to see what you have in the shop. Just having it pop up in your Facebook feed and seeing it for me is a little bit of hope. Like everything seems so negative, and then to see businesses doing what they need to do to survive, I think is just awesome. So you've had quite a whirlwind introduction to business ownership.
Yes. 2 weeks owning when this happened. Yes. Yeah.
How did you decide how you're going to move forward? Was it kind of by the seat of your pants, or did you seek some advice?
Well, at the time, I didn't really know how long it was going to last. So I just needed to keep my name out there and keep things fresh. I had to make the choice of closing my coolers down because if I didn't have people coming in, I wasn't going to have the sales. So, it's pretty costly to run the compressors and the coolers. So I decided not to have fresh flowers, and a lot of my suppliers had also closed. So moving forward, it's like, okay, I have gifts, I have plants. So I wanted to let people know that I could still deliver, I could do curbside pickup, but I needed to show them what I had. The website was not updated because this is something that I wasn't familiar with. And so I really had to learn how to do the website and update my gift items in there and just kind of figure out ways with social media and just how to get my name out there. I just wasn't going to do the sitting down and waiting. So I just needed to move forward in any way I could figure out how.
Yeah, do you think that's the key right now, is just because it's pretty much, it's so widespread that it's no one person. So it really is important to just really keep your presence known, because, it's not only people, it's not only you aren't allowed to be open, but people are in a situation now where they don't know how much money they're going to have at any
Exactly.
time. Yeah. So, have you looked at any of the PPP loans or any of those things, or is that something on your
I
radar?
have looked at all of that, and unfortunately at the time, because I am a new business, I just don't have the financial records that they require to qualify
Oh,
for that. But
that
but I did get the stimulus package that, that the government promised, and so I'm working towards things like that. And by cutting down a lot of my expenses, it has helped, and now I'm going to be open May 4th, not to the public for deliveries and pickups, but I'm increasing it more. I'm bringing fresh flowers in for Mother's Day week.
oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so I think that'll be a good time to open the coolers back up and get the product back in. And then hopefully from there, slowly businesses will be able to start opening and, I can continue again.
Yeah, I know they're looking at May 15th, but with all this, there's a big push in the country right now, and not necessarily a good push, but a big push. And but I see the governor's, he's really looking at this every day. I'm
Right.
sort of totally impressed with him. He's I liked him before, but I really like him more now.
Yes.
He's so straightforward and honest about the whole thing. He doesn't seem to be, he's not politicizing it or anything. He's just like, well, this is what we have to do, and it's really
Exactly.
I like that.
And I agree with them. I think it's important, it's people keeping their distance and keeping the businesses that aren't essential closed, and just working safe practices around that. So, I'm going to comply with what he says. And, I'm not going to be having people in my shop. And when he does say you can open, I'm going to try to make it as safe as possible, employees will be distances and, and customers maybe one at a time or whatever I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, remind us before May 4th, and we'll see if we can't do some plugs for you, because I think that's a great idea. And it's Mother's Day, and everybody's going to want to do flowers. And it would be a shame if we didn't push that.
Yeah. I'll try to do some more social media too. I'm starting to get out of my comfort zone with that.
Well, you're doing great today. You don't seem nervous or anything. You seem fantastic. Good.
Do you think that maybe is I always try to look at the upside, that maybe the upside of being forced to learn all this is going to help you move forward?
Definitely. And Kathleen's still been great. She's helping me brainstorm with ideas and, and I'm learning how to do all the newsletters and how to blog. I didn't know how to do that before, and again, working around the website. So yes, I've never really had time for that because I'm just in the throes of the business and designing, because that's what I do. So this is really, helped me in that part of it. So now just figuring out the balance once I get back into it.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
so Jeff, are you seeing a lot of similarities?
I'm sorry?
I was just reaching out to Jeff to bring Jeff into the conversation to see if he was, you can speak to, I'm sure, the same similarities, but what else do you have to offer?
Well, as far as the social media presence, I am with Marsha there. I know nothing about it. I am fortunate that I have Morgan on my side, and she handles all of that, does a great job, and is training me. We're trying to stay in people's minds, by putting out our classes and doing our funny music videos. We're staying fresh in everybody's mind, and in hopes that when we reopen, people will remember us and they'll come back. And as far as the safety aspect of it, we'll question that every day. How do we better protect our employees and our members, whether we require masks or shields over our desk, the spit shields, and social distancing within the gym, lowering the numbers of people that can come, and taking outdoor group classes. That type of thing is definitely on our minds, and we don't have all the answers yet, but we're working on it.
But you've been doing a lot of online classes and virtual classes. I would say a lot, because it seems like there's one or two a day now. I could be exaggerating, but
we're doing 5 days a week. We do 2 early morning classes. Saturdays the 8 o'clock hour, we do a class, and then we have 2 afternoon classes. So just 5 a week. If you need me to step it up, though, Mike, I could If you could pick a later time slot, I'll do one for you.
Well, I just know that my wife Sue loves the classes, and it's sometimes it's difficult. What she says is, anybody, it's easy to work out if you work out, but it's that motivational factor. It's like being able to go and see somebody and sort of be with somebody, and that really motivates her a lot more. I mean, she tries to work out a lot every day, and the idea that you guys do these classes is just it's a gift, really. It is.
You can come to the gym and do 10 curls and 10 tricep extensions and go home, but when you come to a class like that, and as Marty knows, she's been doing it for years, you've got somebody telling you, push harder, you got one more in you, pick up the pace, get those knees higher. Even at home, I can see Sue on the screen, and I'll give her hell if she doesn't get those knees higher. And everybody works really hard, and that's the great part of the class atmosphere.
Oh, it really is. I mean, that's exactly what Sue says. Is like she can do that, but she finds her when she's doing it by herself, her mind wanders, and pretty soon she's thinking about what the dog's doing and not thinking about how hard to work out and all these things. And the class really just makes a super difference.
Yeah, well, we probably make her think about the dog a lot because ours attends every class.
Yep. I heard you say that, and I've heard that, and I was thinking it would really be good if you videotape some of that, because that could make a very funny outtake.
Yeah, I think there's a few posts on Facebook of the dog trying to knock me to the floor while I'm doing a downward dog, and he does stretch with us, and he's actually laying at my feet right now being good, which is rare. But yeah, he brings a lot of fun to the class. And we had a lady tell us today that he actually, her breathing is calmed when she sees the dog walking through the room. So that dogs do that for some people, and we're glad if that helps her.
That's great. Did you try the PPP thing, and did you experience similar things to what Marcia experienced? Because that's sort of troubling to me.
Yeah, well, I know Morgan was in the process of doing that. I don't know the results at this time.
Because it seems to me that they should be able to use just because you just started, you're just carrying the business forward. It's not like, and then doesn't seem fair. But that's just me. Yeah,
I would let Morgan speak to that, not me. She's the brains of this operation. I'm just willing to sit on the TV and tell you what exercise program we do.
You're the beefcake.
I've got a lot of work to do to be the beefcake.
Well, I think one thing that I think you're both offering that I think is really important is you're offering a connection to what people consider normal. The ability to work out, the ability to shop, the ability to, practice retail therapy. You're both still offering that, because with everybody isolated, people are getting a little nutty,
That's
and I
that's
think
a good
that,
term.
being able to go to a virtual class, being able to see, what you have at the store, and maybe there's a scarf that would just make your day if you can, if you can reach out and get it or something like that. I think it's really important. A little taste of normal is what, I think a lot of people, not that we're going to go back to 100% the way it was, but we still have, some semblance of normal. I think is really important that you guys are providing that to your, to your customers, to your clients, that social, that little bit of normalcy and social connection too, a little bit.
Yeah, the last time I was on with you guys, I commented that Greater Rock Fitness it's more than just a gym. It's like a social club, and there's so many people that come there and they schedule their time in the gym with a buddy, and it's just they get their social hour as well as their workout. And our classes are kind of doing that. It's everybody comes on the screen and they're all saying hello to each other and asking how their day was or what they had done this week. And so it's a chance to meet with friends that you might have worked out with in the class. So that's always good.
How do people see the classes? How do they know when the classes are?
You can check out our Facebook page or Instagram as well at GRF Facebook.
Oh, okay. How about you, Marcia? How can people see what you can do for curbside service?
Well,
Can
I've
you-
got quite a bit of things on the website that you can actually shop from. And then
What's the address?
It's just hallidays.com/gifts.
Okay.
And also Facebook and Instagram, I usually post at least once a day, something. But there
Good.
is quite a bit on the website now.
So people should be checking that website out to find that scarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was strictly for a friend. That wasn't necessarily me looking at shop. That was asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend on that.
Yeah. But I am available curbside or for delivery too, Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to be back on May 4th, at least for the day. And
Oh no, for that whole week I'll be working, but the phones are actually forwarded to my cell phone. So if anybody calls the shop, it'll go right to my cell.
Okay, that's good information too. So people know that they can just see the shop phone number and they can call you and find out what's going on and what they can get and go from there.
And I can be their personal shopper. Yes.
Yes. Ooh, that's a great idea. Yeah. That's really good. I like that. The other thing that Jeff has been doing, and because he has so much spare time now, is he's become a video producer, and he's doing music videos. I know you're going to say it's not you, it's Morgan.
Yeah, I'd like to give all the credit to Morgan. She, if it didn't make her so happy to do it, I'd make her stop because she puts in so much work. But she sends out music lines to friends, family, whoever's interested. And they're due, say, 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. So when all those come in, she then edits them into a video. And I have never seen my wife laugh so hard as watching these videos of inexperienced country singers out there. So it does bring a lot of joy in our Saturday evenings when we're just sitting home with nothing else to do.
Oh, that's great. And we happen to have an example today, I think. And I think we're going to go to that right now. Alex?
A little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Two American kids growing up in the heartland.
Diane's debutante backseat of Jackie's car.
Sucking on chili dogs outside the Tasty Freeze.
Diane sitting on Jackie's lap.
He's got his hands between her knees.
Jackie says,
Shelby, let's run off behind the shady trees. Dribble out those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please.
Saying, oh yeah.
Life goes on.
Long after the thrill of living is gone.
saying, oh yeah, life goes on.
Long after the thrill of living is gone.
Now walk on.
Jackie sits back.
Collects his thoughts for a moment.
Scratches his head and does his best James Dean.
Well, now then there, Diane.
We ought to run off to the city.
Diane says,
Baby, you ain't missing nothing.
But Jackie says,
Oh yeah, life goes on.
Long after the thrill of living is gone.
Oh yeah, we say life goes on.
Thrill of living is gone.
Oh, let it rock.
Let it roll.
Let the Bible Belt come and save my soul.
Holding on to 16 as long as we can. Change is coming around real soon, make us women and men.
oh yeah, life goes on.
Long after the thrill of living is gone.
Oh, yeah, they say life goes on.
Long after the thrill
thrill of living is gone.
A little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Two American kids doing the best they can.
Marty?
So I just wanted to thank Jeff and Marsha for coming on this morning. I know it was a little outside of your comfort zones, but you guys did great. And congratulations on everything that you're doing. And thank you for being dedicated to your craft, to sticking with it, to keep providing the services that you guys provide. So I wanted to close today with, it was an open letter to the Sun Times, and some of the quotes got attributed to Bill Gates, but they actually, I guess, wasn't an open letter from Bill Gates. But it's just, it was titled, "What is the coronavirus really teaching us?" And I think these are some important things to remember. I'm just going to read them verbatim. They're not coming from me, they're coming from someone else, but I like the sentiments. Number one, it is reminding us that we are all equal, regardless of our culture, religion, occupation, financial situation, or how famous we are. This disease treats us all equally. Perhaps we should too. If you don't believe me, just ask Tom Hanks. It reminds us that we are all connected, and something that affects one person has an effect on another. It's reminding us, by oppressing us for a short time, of those in this world whose whole life has been spent in oppression. It is reminding us of how precious our health is and how we have been neglecting it. It is reminding us how important our family and home life is and how much we have neglected this as well. It is forcing us back into our houses so we can rebuild them into our home and to strengthen the family unit. So those are just some thoughts to think about what the coronavirus is really teaching us.
Great. Thank you, Marty. And I think on that note, that's it for the feed. I want to thank Marsha. See you.
Thank you.
And Jeff.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week, Bellows Falls. That's it for the feed.